Auzu billahi minash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Today I welcome to all of the biology students to my YouTube channel Biology with Muhammad Abid Malik. Now I am starting to our today's lesson. The lesson of today, the levels of organization in organisms. One thing I would like to share with you is half of the portion of this lesson we have already completed on yesterday. Now we are trying to start today's lesson. That's the next portion of this lesson. Some of the things as you have already seen, we have covered yesterday. Subatomic atomic level as already have been covered. Bioelements have already shared. Molecular level, molecule, micromolecules, macromolecules, organelles as well as cell that have been covered in last day. Tissue level that have been covered on last day. Now we are going to start our today's segment, that's organ and organ system level. In higher multicellular organisms, more than one type of tissue having related functions are organized together and make a unit called organ. Simply we say that more than one type of tissue have related function are organized together and make a unit. This unit is termed as organ. Function of the organ: different tissues of an organ perform their specific functions, and these functions collectively become the functions of that organ. Example of organ: stomach is an organ specialized for the digestion of proteins as well as for storing of food. So there are two tissues which are performing different functions. One is the epithelial tissue or glandular tissues, second is the muscular tissue. Function of epithelial tissue or glandular tissue: secrete gastric juice for the digestion of proteins. Secondly, muscular tissue perform contraction of stomach walls for the grinding of food and moving food towards the posterior end, towards the small intestine. Organ system level: different organs performing related functions are organized together in the form of an organ system. Very simple. When cells make a group and this group perform a same function, that becomes a tissue. When two or more tissues combine and perform a similar function, that becomes an organ. Similarly, organs combined and make a similar function, that system is termed as organ system level. Different organs performing related functions are organized together in the form of an organ system. Digestive system is an organ system that carries out the process of digestion, as we have considered organ as a stomach as an organ. So we are trying to forward this stomach towards next segment, that's our digestive system. Organs of digestive system which are involved in the digestion: oral cavity perform specific function, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, liver, pancreas. These are the organs which are performing different duties, different functions in the digestive system. That is a little bit image which shows the digestive system. Organ system in plants: as you are well aware, the organ system in plants are not more complex as compared to animals. This is due to a greater range of functions and activities in animals than in plants. Of course, there are more activities in animals and functions. So we are trying to understand about the individual level. Different organs and organ systems are organized together to form an individual or organism. This level now goes towards the individual. In organism, the function, processes and activities of various organs and organ systems are coordinated. As an example, for example, when a man is engaged in continuous and hard work, not only his muscles are working, but also there is an increase in the rate of respiration and heartbeat. Now we are trying to understand about the rate of respiration and heartbeat. Why they are getting more? Because they need to make a coordination in the body towards the muscles. This accelerated rate of Respiration and heartbeat supplies more oxygen and food to the muscles which they need for continuous work. So that happen clear. That's an image of individual level where the coordination is present in different organ system levels, different organ systems. Now we are trying to grab about population level. A population is defined as group of organisms of the same species located at the same place in the same time. If a group of organisms, number of individuals of same species present in a specific place at a specific time, that is termed as population. Like we take an example from the census of a human being, in Pakistan. Human population in Pakistan in 2010 comprises of 173.5 million individuals. That's a census, that's a population of humans. Species, we try to define about species because we have used this one word in the last segment. A species is defined as group of organisms capable of interbreeding and producing fertile offspring. If a group of organisms having a capability to interbreed and producing fertile offspring, that is termed as species. So second is the habitat. Habitat means area of environment in which organisms lives. Now we are trying to understand about community level. What's a community? We are trying to grab it. A community is an assemblage of different populations interacting with one another within the same environment. If different populations interacting with one another within the same environment, that becomes a community level, and that become a community. So we take an example. A forest may be considered as a community. It includes different plants, microorganisms, fungi, and animal species. Kinds of community. There are two kinds of community: complex community as well as simple community, but that based on population level. Complex community is a forest community, a pond community, where the number of populations are high. In simple community, a fallen log with various populations under it. In a simple community, number and size of population is limited. Then it's a simple community. If the number and size is huge, so that becomes a complex community. Now we are trying to grab about biosphere, the part of the earth inhabited by organisms. Communities is known as biosphere. Very simple. Those parts of the earth which are in a position to give inhabiting to organisms, that part of the earth is termed as biosphere. It may be in the form of air, it may be in the form of ocean, it may be in the form of land. So it constitutes all ecosystems and is also called the zone of life on earth. Ecosystem, areas where living organisms interact with non-living components of the environment as well as living components. That's an image about biosphere. We can understand what's a biosphere. So that's a today's lesson. Now we are going to start our last segment of the lesson. Do you know about the difference of micromolecules and macromolecules? If you got information, you grab it, then put the difference in the comments. Second question, do you know about bioelements? Question 3, how many elements are termed bioelements? Exemplify micromolecules and macromolecules. That's a short questions. What is meant by subcellular structures and give example. Why unicellular do not have tissues? That's a, of course, little bit different question, but try to grab. If you do not learn about the question, then you can ask me in the comments. Question 7. So now that's the end of our lesson. If you understand that, that's a nice way, that's a good videos, that's a nice way of presentation. So please subscribe my channel, YouTube channel, and recommend to other friends. Lastly, I am really thankful to you to give me opportunity to